At Cagematch, your champions Heather and Miles take on a brand new challenger, Hopscotch Rumble. Are you ready?
I'm so ready!
I'm ready!
I'm ready!
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Tonight we have a 2-on-2 battle. Your champions, Heather and Miles, will face Hopscotch Rumble, a 2-on-team battle to see who emerges as champions to face a brand new challenger next week. Now, let's check with the audience to see who their favorite is tonight.
I'm just predicting a good show.
Hopscotch Rumble.
Hopscotch Rumble.
The underdogs, Hopscotch Rumble.
I love their chemistry. They're taking Heather and Miles on in their element.
If they don't perform, there's no point in voting for them.
I know who's going to win. Heather and Miles, duh.
Heather and Miles.
Heather and Miles.
They're dominant. Heather and Miles is a very, very hard team to beat.
In tonight's match, your challengers, Hopscotch Rumble, will be going first, followed by your champions, Heather and Miles. Now, let's see some show highlights and see who won the show tonight!
What did I just say? Huh? Ay, Dios mío, what did I just say? You think I come from Rwanda and you can treat me however you want?
Where did you pick up that
How come if you're so old, you live alone?
Why do I live alone? Because burglars broke into my house and raped me in front of my husband and then killed him.
They said if I don't get all my students to graduate this year, then I'm gonna have to repeat the level. I'm gonna have to repeat.
I mean, yeah, normally it's poker. Last week it turns into strip poker, right? And all right, so let's up the ante, all right, gentlemen? Let's up the ante.
All right, let's up it.
We're all naked here.
Yes, we are. Whose idea was this? I can't remember.
Okay. No, please stop.
They're not in yet, but they will be.
I can do whatever I want to my volcano. A volcano.
All right, now what you're looking at here is real-time data. Real-time. This is
That's the biggest computer screen I've ever seen!
a mega volcano. It is a mega volcano. There is lava that is built up from California all the way to Colorado. It's gonna blow. We need your research.
That volcano needs to be fended.
Returning next week, and still champions with their Keith Sutherland win! Heather and Miles have clinched their Keeper Sutherland number 24 win in a row. How did they do it? Let's get some improv analysis from the Tim Russert of Improv, Jonny Svarzbein, in the Improv locker room.
Thanks, Harrison. What we had here was a classic 2-on-2 cage match throwdown. We had our challengers, Hopscotch Rumble, going up first, and they did an evente, where the first and last scene was a piñata at a quinceañera that was full of body parts. Then we saw scenes that were in order: a Godfather Facebook invite, a lip-syncing cop, an adopted kid smack-around, 5-second murder scene, a sex slave tutoring session, an itchy knife finger, a Pinterest drop, and they ended it all with that same body part piñata scene. It was a great set by our challengers. Then we had our champions, Heather and Miles, coming up second, and they got the suggestion of enemies, which they used in the first scene, which was a drug war between a Puerto Rican and an Australian. Then we saw an awful piano teacher who was revealing the period and husband rape murder to a little girl. We saw a strip poker game between dudes with a surprise blowjob ending. We saw a volcano scene project fingering into a volcano fingering control group, into a NASA meeting for volcano fingering, into a helicopter ride to the volcano, into a science fair callback scene run, and they ended it all with an underused robot self-termination. What happened in the end? Your champions remain Heather and Miles. You'll see them next week in the UCB LA Cage Match. For UCB LA Cage Match, I'm Jonny Schwartz. I'm reminding you that anything can happen in a cage match.
Thanks, Jonny. Next week we have a brand new cage match. Calvin is coming to the cage match to challenge the champions, Heather and Miles. Who will emerge victorious? I don't know. The only way you're going to know is if you get reservations and see that show next week. Now remember, if you don't get reservations, you can still check out this video at youtube.com/thecagematch. But if you're watching this video, you already found it, you already know this. I'm preaching to the choir of 71 people. Alright? So be sure that you go to the UCB website, UCB website to make reservations for that show. If not, there's also a wait list. Now, you can click and see more highlights from Hopscotch Rumble and Heather and Miles if you click on the links below. But until next week, keep on rocking.
Are we going to start on time roughly tonight?